I mean, it's really just for Mo. Really, Mo kind of had a moment.
Endpoint had a moment too.
Yeah,
Moment
a
of
senior
failure.
moment and then a veteran moment kind of happened at the same time.
Yeah, they really dropped the ball there. They had such a huge lead. It seemed impossible that they could lose that game, but they found a way. So now it all comes down to train and decide things. A second chance now for Syman after getting brutalized by Endpoint on Overpass, and pretty much the majority of Dust 2 as well. They still found a way to win. They had a nice little comeback there in the end of the second half, and now they find themselves here on train, and they'll be starting on that T side.
Some utility. And then with a molly, crucial. Big picks, big shots. One tapping his way out of this. A good flash from his teammate. How is he still alive? He even gets a reload off an E-Box. If he gets another one, that's embarrassing. He will finally go down, Dust, but with 2 kills to his name.
Yeah, big play there from Crucial at E-Box. A recovery you feel like they probably needed after having what I imagine was a very tilting experience the last 7 or 8 rounds of Dust 2, where they watched their big lead slip away and their 2-0 dreams also go by the wayside. They need to be able to reset, focus up, and make sure they still get the job done and find themselves in semis tomorrow. And that's a great way to kick things off here on train, to just have a big advantage in your favor. Still need to be able to finish the job, though. We do see the transition from Syman towards inner halls. It has been spotted, however. And Chaos has used all of this chaos to actually slip over towards Ivy through the Olaf line, and could still pose some real problems. He has been spotted, though, by Thomas, but that's half the battle. Gotta win the duel. They didn't.
Oh, Mighty Max may be in trouble here, and he will go down long range to Chaos. As it's Surreal and Robin coming in through Z and Old Bomb. The plant is going to start to go down as Robin comes all the way through back lanes to Ivy. I think the players seem to wear now. Surreal gets one. Robin will tag up Chaos. A smoke will go down on the bomb. Robin has a kit, so you have to cross. And he just gets one tapped. It's Surreal. And a 1v2, picked up the kit. The smoke is going to start to dissipate. It doesn't even fully cover the bomb, so he has to deal with Chaos. And I think it's fair to wrap this one up and put a bow on it. Surreal, out of bullets. Last one finds Kriez. And unless he finds this shot in the dire seconds, he does. What? And I doesn't have time, but they tried to lose that almost.
Yeah, they gave him some chances, but they, fortunately for them, burned enough clock to where the frags no longer mattered. Kind of crazy they wound up losing this round after that display from Crucial. You would think 5-on-3, Crucial eventually gets away from E-Box, draws back to the site, you play standard, you should win from that point, but instead they open the door back up a bit, and Syman used that to their advantage to get a victory on the board. Now Endpoint, of course, will force buy what they can. A scout, some upgraded pistols, a little bit of utility. Syman, though, certainly in the driver's seat when it comes to firepower. 2 glues, 2 AKs, and they had the opening pick.
Taking a risk. No reward yet, as Endpoint are about to double peeking towards Ivy. Scout won't find anything. They'll smoke off one side. Nice shot from Robin. That's promising.
All right, then.
That was sweet. That was clean. And if they funnel them into Surreal with the MP9 dust, there's a chance.
Certainly are some win conditions out there now for Endpoint with that pick. And ooh, that's going to get real awkward, though. Norbert breaking through into the inner bomb site right now. That's something that Endpoint now have to consider. Robin spotting it with the Deagle. It's exchanging some rounds here with his opponent, but neither one's really finding the mark, are they? So it's going to just kind of make things awkward. But now Robin steps a little bit more forward on Enter, and he finds the dome of Norbert. Might find more, too, with that bomb being planted. Able to sneak through. Oh, no. I thought he had it.
Yeah, I wanted to go the defender before the planner. Now Thomas pushing up through scaffolding. Crucial gets one. Good tag in. Thomas can now swap to the CZ comfortably. He's going to drop down. Wins the fight against Mo, leaving just Kriez. No molly to stop this defuse. Smoke is on Crucial. And I don't know if it hit the bomb or not. Did it? It did. So Kriez has to hit a lucky shot, and it lands. Syman sneak away with a round that was a little too close for comfort, I have a feeling.
Yeah. Obviously, scary moments throughout the round for Syman. Robin's Deagle picks, Thomas's play up close with the CZ. There were certainly some signs that Endpoint might steal that one away, but Syman do just hold on. They're up 2-0. They should now have an easier time this round. And it should be said that Train was really not a great map for either team when it comes to win rate. So I was a little bit surprised to actually see it even come through in the end, but hold the phone as Syman are looking to get to that 3-0 here very quickly. Not much that Endpoint can do about it.
Long range fights. Mo has closed the gap. He's about to farm enough money. Just maybe even have his op next round. Here he goes. He gets 2. He's going to keep going. Why not? The nade, the peak. They now own the A site, Dust. But never really was a lot of firepower to stop this. This should have been just go through the motions, third round, and it's going to be for Syman. Who, by the way, have had like amazing starts to every map they've played. Peter out near the middle, and then always seem to make it close in the end. That pattern still holds true.
Seems like Syman found a second wind. They've had their moments of making comebacks and making games close. They've also really done well in a lot of the early half situations. They've had a lot of pistol round victories, or even if they've lost pistol, they've been able to eco fine, and it's another 3-0 start for Syman. The problem with them in the past has been when the gun rounds have really started flowing, they've been unable to keep up with Endpoint in a lot of those rounds. It's really taken mistakes from Endpoint for them to be able to crawl back. So I'm curious to see if that continues to play out here on Train, or whether or not Syman can be more decisive and win rounds a little bit more convincingly.
Rifles are out now, Dust. It changes things. The op in Crucial's hands. He goes no utility, gets the armor. I guess that can make a difference in the long run. Enough utility to get nades out early to slow down a T-Con pop. And Syman are switching things up. 3 towards Ivy this round. Heavy Molly presence. I think every Molly in the server nearly got dropped on the CT side, except Surreals.
A lot of that being expended to try to slow Syman down. They are going to try to go for a little bit of a boost play here over at Ivy. Smoke, though, going to block the vision, and obviously Endpoint's hearing all this spam at Ivy, so they know it's going to be a heavy Ivy opening from the T side, and they're going to use that to get advantages elsewhere. You can see Robin has used that intel to feel pretty confident he can push inside of ladder. That's exactly what he's done.
No, is Norbert about to peek? He's going to jump cross. Is he going to spam down? I think Norbert's going to throw a smoke before he does anything, though. Good jiggle from Kriaz. Gets that information. Thomas was close and posted by Red Train. As Robin will come back, throw a smoke T-Con. They'll change smokes. 35 seconds, though, for Syman to make a move here. Robin may get caught if he comes back. The spray battle, Robin will win it. And the smoke that Robin threw, making it awkward as Kriaz creeps up with Nealon. And when Nealon going down, does 23 seconds for Syman to make a move. Kriaz has to get more of those. There should be no way Endpoint can drop the ball here. With Crucial on site with the op. One clean shot, and he takes the shoulder peek bait. Now he's stuck on site, and they're close up. Surreal needs to help him out. They're going to go for the plant. There's Surreal swinging. Kiosk 1, Surreal 2. And all of a sudden, it is just Robin. And no time for the plant. Mo nearly hunted him down. And Robin makes it out with a FAMAS, but they got the round, so I guess that's what matters.
Yeah, just a little bit more labored result than I would have thought, considering how they open. I mean, that's always the problem if you're a T-side team and you're opening up triple Ivy, but you let CTs know early on that that's what you're doing, either by, them pushing Ivy and finding out that way, or you just throwing down multiple spam shots to so they know at least 2 are Ivy. That means CTs can get ground elsewhere, whether it be feeling comfortable pressing up close on T-Con or ladder. In that case, they did both. They got the opening 2 kills because of it. But Syman actually slowed it back into a 1v1, so not the comfortable victory Endpoint we're hoping for. It forces a lot of rebuying, which means their economy stays really low. In fact, both teams are very fragile in that regard. So this round has a lot of weight behind it. Either Endpoint is able to use this to tie the game up, or Syman steam right back ahead of Endpoint if they can win right back here. Ability being used at inner, so it seems like that is going to be the intended target.
Crucial in a weird spot with that scout. Down through lower, seems disconnected from Nealon. As Thomas on the back train stop. as trades go back and forth in favor of Syman. Crucial will get a tag. He'll go back for more. Robin is now getting involved. They know there's a player upper. Can Robin maintain his spray? He can't. But trades galore leaves Mo with a deagle.
Ugh.
And he's escaping. I mean, he doesn't have a molly, but is there a gun up here for him?
I don't know. I think he's in a lot of trouble, to be honest. Like, I don't really see a way that he wins with this low of HP and just a deal. He has to hit a couple of big 1Ds. He actually gets past the fire. Somehow gets the kill. Are you absolutely kidding? They know that he couldn't have gone backwards through the fire, surely. And yeah, Mighty Max uses that intel to his advantage to creep up and grab the frag. And so another round goes the way of Endpoint, but man, these rounds have been costly.
That's expensive. Plus, with the plant from Syman, 2-run loss, I think a buy? Oh, it's close. It
depends on if you're trying to see if you can't continue to punish Endpoint. Like, you know Endpoint's rebuying, so you know that their money is going to be really low. So maybe you force this off of that intel alone. But at some point, you have to tap out and make sure your own house is in order. And it seems like they've gone the route of being, you know, put something into it, but don't hamstring yourself. You know, that's what they decided to do in the end.
Thomas, top green train. The pistol is trying to find some space with some utility. Nice shot from Nealon. As Thomas will fall back, peeks all the way in towards Sandwich. And Old Hell. As Robin has this unlocked. Just Mo remaining now, Dust. P250 armor. Make it a Tech 9, so hang on, there's a chance now. The Tech 9 makes all the difference. But he's getting shot in the Achilles heels, and Robin will find him. Endpoint keep 4 alive. That's great for them. That helps their money. Syman will buy now, but it will be upless, and I think they might have overbought. Just a little bit.
Yeah, still tough for them to actually put a full buy together here. Either they need to just go ahead and go more heavy-handed in the previous round, or they should have been more conservative, and instead, they've miscalculated just a bit, and now they have to basically do another pistol buy. So that's really unfortunate for Syman's money management. Also, interesting to note how many silenced M4s we're seeing on the Endpoint side. 3 different silenced Colts. This is the most I've really seen a CT team use. I know there was the recent update that kind of buffed the silenced M4 a bit. Still feel like the unsilenced is the superior weapon by far, and it's not as that much of a price difference, but definitely seeing a lot of silenced Colts here today.
Getting a little awkward. Syman would love a plant here. But I don't really see that coming into action. Unless Mo pops a vein in his arm and hits some crazy 1Ds. It all starts with 1, though. Hang on.
Yeah, we're going to be able to get a silence M4 for his troubles onto that. Obviously no armor behind it, though, so still going to be in danger of aim punch and all that goes with it. But it's kind of just a consistent thing where you see Endpoint kind of like giving Syman chances to get back into rounds. And oh man, this guy has no idea what's coming. Kiosk able to come through Ivy. That's another M4 going the way of Syman. And now they have a winnable 2-on-3 in front of them. Kiosk even has armor behind his M4. That makes it a little bit more of a powerful warrior on the field. But in the end, Endpoint do still find victory. So 4-3. Costly rounds, though, keep Endpoint's economy in check. And now Syman can finally buy after their own money mismanagement issues. And we're into the thick of it now.
And Mo has an op. What did he end up dropping last map? I didn't get a final
right at
number
30.
on that. Dead 30 in 30 rounds?
I want to say it was the 30.
Not bad. That's a pretty good game from Mo. But into this round, it's Nealon already gone early. Robin has been a menace towards E-box/ladder room. Kiosk may not be ready for such aggression after getting the opening pick. This time he is, though. He'll clear it out nicely. Well done by Kiosk to be aware that that was a possibility. And now there's a lot of pressure on Endpoint, right? Because you lose your ladder player, which allows you to cheat a player towards B. So now you're kind of in a weird spot. Where do you rotate? What do you do with your numbers?
Yeah, really hard to say. Inner is certainly the target that Syman seems to be looking to try to pry open here. Surreal, though, spots it pretty much immediately on the upper side. Lower still being stalled out by that smoke grenade. That seemed a bit odd. He chose that as a timing to peek out. It seems like you want to be able to do it together as a team, but instead they've been broken apart. And now they have to do more with less. Just 2 remaining, and now it's just 1.
Hold on. Gets that 1-tap, baits out the shot from Crucial, who's stuck going towards heaven, which means he can take the 1v1 against Surreal and Z. Kios, if he can walk close to us, he's given a fair shake, but wasn't ready for Surreal to be as close as he was. Endpoint will keep it rolling. Again, slightly expensive, but as long as they're putting rounds on the board, they're starting not to care. At the same time, though, Syman's money are getting up there. The loss bonus is building. They're at max now, so that's a thing.
It's a thing, but they can't really put it to use this time around. It's just gonna be upgraded pistols, armor, a little bit of utility. This is a great chance if you're Endpoint, they'll finally get a clean round. This is what you have been missing so far this half. I feel like that's the piece to the puzzle that they need to find to really control this half. Double op is going to be in play this time around as well. Mighty Max, second op. A little bit different. Usually Surreal's second opper for this team, so a little bit surprising to see Mighty Max with it.
A lot of trust in Mighty Max from Thomas not to want to fall off the train and help him out here. Surreal getting the rotates he needs early on. As Syman, we'll see. The next ref round's a big tell for me. Have they stalled out? Do they not know how to do shift standard up a hill, Dust? When times get tough, do they stall? On Dust too, it would say the otherwise, but ref rounds have been close. It must be starting to get frustrating.
Endpoint are finally starting to get good control of the game. Although, again, economy being as low as it is for Endpoint, there's still some ways for Syman to claw right back into this. So Syman need to try to see if they can put that to use here, as they are starting to come into the outer bomb site here through ladder. They're getting a lot of space on towards bomb train right now. Mighty Max, though, still holding the back line, and Thomas lingering around this entire time, waiting for the perfect moment to strike, and indeed he has found that window. And that's going to be a flawless victory for Endpoint, exactly what the doctor ordered. That's really what they were missing. And that allows them to build up a little bit of bank. Now they have a 6-3 lead. Perfect position. Now they just need to capitalize on that. They just need to keep it rolling. In the meantime, though, Syman are finally back onto a full buy. They have had the out back in most hands. He's been on point here lately. So this is their chance to strike right back. Still a close score.
Maybe I shouldn't put pressure on him, but I'm kind of looking to Mo. He was very influential on their T side and CT rounds on Dust 2, getting big double, triple kills. So I'm looking for him to really step up, get an opening pick, and the team rally around it. Just as I say, an opper should get the opening pick. Exactly what Crucial does. This time towards upward B. Hasn't done that yet. Gets the pick for it. And of course, Endpoint are going to break out the double ops, because why not? It's CT side train. It's the place to do it. And Mighty Max will get one. That's the bomb drop now at the end of the smoke. Mighty Max calling for a flash. Gonna go back for more. Full blind is Kiosk. And this just went from manageable to just awful for Syman.
Yeah, they're donezo now. Mighty Max, when he gets that pick, he knows there's at least one more towards Ivy. He gets that intel, goes for the other kill. But hold the phone just a second. Endpoint, who have been guilty of coughing up advantages throughout the last map, may have just done it again. Luckily, Robin able to find Kriaz there. It's all on Mo, the man in question we were talking about, to do it alone. He's swapped over to the AK. Makes perfect sense considering the situation. Trying to weasel his way around these outer trains. Does spot one in the sight. Doesn't want to show his hand just yet. Wants to see just how much more access he can gain. And instead, he's able to find Robin right there in the back of the head. Surreal thought maybe it might be inner, so he actually backed away. Now this gives Mo a manageable one-on-one.
He seems like, Mo seems almost dead set for a second there that he was coming down ladder. The longer Surreal takes, Mo may just connect the dots, but I like this play from Mo. Sit Old Hell, force Surreal to kind of flush him out, but Surreal is full utility, a smoke, a molly. You can eyesight an angle, smoke the bomb. And with it being planted back bomb, there's a number of places Mo can be, including deep heaven. There's the molly. but Mo will still have eyes on it. The smoke, and here comes Mo, and he'll get the big clutch. I said he needs to step up, and a 3K from the man, and I can't believe Endpoint lost that one, Dust. That stings.
At this point, I can. Their decision-making in advanced situations has been absolutely goddamn mind-blowing. Like, the amount of times that I have seen this team throughout this series cough up advantages by facing people when they didn't need to, it's so crazy, man. It's literally why they didn't win the series 2-0 on Dust 2 just moments ago, was because they just couldn't get their acts together to finish things off. And this round, Mighty Max gets 2 op picks at Ivy. I think they had, what, a 4-on-2 at that point? Or something close to that? Maybe 4-on-3? Either way, you should just be rolling back and playing the numbers. And instead, they give up duels, and they give Syman ways back into rounds. And Syman has a good enough team to punish him for that.
Mo, waiting and hoping for a peek here. Norbert will spot that MP9 player in the ladder room. No longer surprised that he likes to play there. As the time is blinking, Dust, I thought we were in trouble. But no, it is just counting down.
That's an interesting clock.
Makes it dramatic. I feel the tension. As Robin will avoid the fire. Mo was trying to go up. That box is spammable. Syman now can wrap through backup halls, but Crucial's there. They're kind of putting themselves in a weird spot. Norbert's kind of got to move.
Endpoint has good positions here, to be fair. Like, they're doing a much better job with their discipline right now, and it might just pay off. Great work from Robin and Thomas, pairing up for a couple of kills. Mo and Kios actually still find a way to break through, however. And while time is low, this bomb will still make it into position to plant. There is still a player in ladder, sure, but the other choke points are being handled just fine, and this bomb will be secured, and so it's all in the 3-on-3.
Crucial comes back. Kios. Good trades. Robin and Surreal now. Health advantage in Endpoint's favor. Kios. Head angle. 1 bullet out of 3 to find the head of Robin, and it's Surreal. Backside. Kios going for one more. 1 tap. Can he do it? As Surreal's hunting for his teammate, he knows where they both are. Given the 1v1s, tags him up even more. Time's becoming an issue. As Surreal can't find the shots, Syman get 5. And we keep it rolling.
Really good trading and spacing there from Syman. Starting to really get their roll on here on their T-side train. In a row now. Money getting low again for Endpoint. A chance for Syman to capitalize and jump up to a tie position from T-side train. Not too shabby.
Oh. Said he's the man that needs to turn up, and there we go. Opening pick, it is just against pistols, but hey, every peek he takes is a confidence builder for this man. Finding his rhythm. Endpoint gonna get cut down here, spotted by Nealon. I'm surprised they still want to force this issue. Could run to an empty B site because they've certainly counted the numbers, but get the round over with. That they shall. 6-6. 6 rounds is already perfect. The perfect number on T-side train.
Starting to look really good for Syman at this point, man. Starting to get in really good control of this game. Can't knock them, man. They've done everything they needed to do here. They've now been able to get some rounds together in a row. They had that 3-0 start to kind of have a foundation to work with and fight the big streak from Endpoint in the middle of the half. Now we see Syman with 3 more in a row. A tied game. They honestly have Endpoint against the ropes. I mean, they're down to $0 on pretty much all their players right now. So if Syman can win this round, I mean, they're in prime position to have the lead going in the second half.
Flash from Norbert, clear, close upper. Ooh, and if that's not an example of communication at Endpoint, double smoke lower B. Syman may keep that in mind and may double back there because once you know the B players, even the rotator out of smokes, you kind of catch on to what's going on.
Definitely could come in fruition. That could be the factor. But Robin, who has been really dominating this ladder room throughout the half, is able to put it to good use. And now Surreal using all of the fractions to actually slip in behind inner halls and find a pick of his own, and everything's piling against Syman now at this point. Nealon might have a chance, though, to break through the smoke and T-Con and cause some real problems, but instead is only able to really get in position at Olaf. He hasn't found a kill just yet, but his teammate has, and so there's still a chance if he waits his time out to maybe even this up, but as that smoke fades, Endpoint think better of it, reposition, not allowing Nealon to frag.
Oh, he walks around blue train. Thomas is not going to expect it. What? I stand corrected.
He had the reaction regardless. So even if he didn't expect it, and he,
wow.
to be fair, Nealon did have the jump on him. There's no doubt about that. But Thomas able to react quickly. Big frag.
Okay. Maybe a shadow, maybe a massive monitor. You could be playing on a projector, a 144 hertz projector, as far as I know, Dust.
Figured it out, man. That's all we know. All that matters.
And well, the op comes back out on Mo. Both teams' money broken. Whoever wins this essentially gets a free next round. I say that on bated breath, but it seems like most ecos have been handled appropriately. So this is a big one. This round's worth 2. As Mo covers Nealon, now they're not going to expect the timing from Nealon to be so far up. Mighty Max will not. Now I'm confident in this one. Will not expect this play. 1 bullet, 1 kill from Nealon. He's on the site now. Crucial. Front sight. Where's Nealon's teammates? How have they not gotten out yet? Nealon has made so much space. Now they'll finally take control of what they own. And Surreal will get caught and rotate 7-7.
The way the cookie crumbles. A little bit of back and forth here towards the end of the half. But what it's left Syman with is a great opportunity for round number 8. There is not much Endpoint have to spend in this round. As you can see, just mostly Deagles. 1 MP9 on Mighty Max. 1 on Crucial. That's it. It's not a whole hell of a lot.
Thomas pushed up with a deagle here, Dust. Mr. Aware might be able to get 1 shot and snowball this round. Kriaz is pushed up alone, so... Oh, but the flash and the jump across. Kriaz, Chaos. Get the kills required. Mighty Max now kind of a weird spot. Crucial mollied out. Syman doing a good job disrupting the positions of Endpoint. And now they're just going to try to overwhelm them with firepower. If they keep trading, everything will stay fine. Crucial in the smoke. He's turtling, but he has no shell to hide in. Oh. Getting weird. And there you go. Through the smoke, Norbert says, I don't care if I hit my teammate. I'm going to get this kill. Syman come out on top. A great start, winning pistol. Weak middle, strong end. It seems to be just the way Syman work.
Also just seems to be the way Endpoint works too, man. Constantly being able to find themselves nice leads, but then finding ways to kind of mess it up along the way. It's been kind of a battle, back and forth between recoveries and struggles, and obviously economic management's been an issue at times for both these teams at certain points, and it's been a scrap, that's for sure. It's deserving of a third map, and it's deserving of a first half that's that close, just considering how this series has played out overall. And honestly, it's hard to tell who's deserving of the victory at this point. I feel like, at the beginning, Endpoint seemed to be the ones that should 2-0. But now that they've given Syman an opportunity, Syman has certainly fought tooth and nail to get to this point. They've taken everything that Endpoint's given them. They've exploited it. They've, really battled back. And wouldn't mind seeing them in the semifinals tomorrow either.
Both these teams, I don't know how they're going to match up against Fours, though. That's a tough guy to go against. Fours have been on a burner. Face Crack and Co. X Power. Those guys are hard to beat in a BO1, let alone a BO3.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think that Fours will be the favorite tomorrow, no matter who they wind up playing against. No doubt about that. There's a neat shocker to that statement.
As we get ready to switch over, I heard the countdown happen, so probably the next couple seconds, we get a look at the scoreboard again. Mo, 16 kills in the first half. That's quick math, Dust. That's one more than the round in that half, so we got to kill a round. See?
Nailed it.
I'm good with numbers. That's what Ozark taught me, so good with numbers. As we jump into the pistol, Mighty Max will have a smoke flash. Meanwhile, Syman a kit on Kiosk, and everyone else will go with armor. I'm a big Norbert fan because he is using the P2000, the superior pistol. He knows it. As Endpoint look to execute a ladder T-Con split.
That's not a P2000. That's P250. Maybe I'm wrong. Either way, kills coming in for Endpoint with the Glocks. They're getting the job done here. I know you're right. It is a P2000. And he's gone.
And my point's ruined.
And he hasn't put his two good use. I always get that messed up somehow. I look at the player bars between the P250 and the P2K, like little outline thing.
The difference is like a cutout in the barrel or something.
Yeah.
Like that. Yeah.
Also, you rarely even see the P2000, so it makes it even harder sometimes to pick it apart. So.
Super sweet pistol, though. Big fan, big fan. As we have a pause.
Of course.
It is a technical. So let's figure out what the problem is. I bet it'll resolve soon. Endpoint, this time winning a pistol. That's big. That could be a difference maker.
I think that's only their second pistol of the series.
Yeah? Yeah.
But the only other time that they won pistol, they still lost the following round, and it was a 3-1 start for Syman to that half. So they haven't had the best track record of like winning pistol first off, and then second off, when they haven't been able to build off of it early on the half. But maybe, just maybe, that could be the difference. That could be the X factor if they were able to do it here and now. A couple of AKs are going to be in play for them. Mighty Max and Crucial have yet to buy, but I imagine they'll have some good firepower as well. Thomas elects to go with the MAC-10 to just be able to get that head armor and extra utility.
Nearly done with this pause. As
Open
per
cell.
sources.
Okay.
Apparently a little bit of a lagging issue. It happens. It happens. Online CS. You know how it goes.
But it's what we have, you know?
It's what we got.
In these
we
times.
Yeah.
So it's honestly cool to see like more of these online tournaments kind of pop up, because that's like the one good thing about esports is even if we can't do it the ideal way, at least we can still do it, you know? At least there's still some tournaments that can be played and some Counter-Strike to be enjoyed. A little bit of entertainment for the folks at home who are stuck quarantining right now.
Yes.
So that is one of the cool things about it.
And we've evolved now that we have a platform to show you the games, and we don't all have to jump into a Ventrilo and queue up the VODs and have 30 people in a channel. That's a throwback. Fortunately and unfortunately, wasn't around during those times, but I hear timing up VODs and everyone jumping in a voice channel and discussing was the way to go. Way back when. I believe that was before your time, Dust.
About to say, everything I've done has always been live. I've never had to play a VOD.
I was
Unless,
taught
like, a
that by
match got-
Van Silly.
Yeah, like sometimes we would cast VODs if like a match happens and we couldn't let the result be known for like betting purposes. We'd all have to like cast a VOD sometimes if like a game had to get rescheduled or something. I don't know. There was a couple little moments like that, but usually everything was done live. But pre like Twitch and stuff, bro, it was a nightmare because you had to have like people don't understand like how easy it is to stream now. Like any human at this point with like decent internet can throw up like a bare bones 720p 60 FPS stream with little hassle.
Yeah.
Whereas back in the day, if like just the hosting costs of running a stream was insane. And so very few companies could actually afford to do it and had the tech to actually make it happen. So yeah, it's pretty wild times now. As our observer is getting bored, he's flying around the map. He's looking at these cameras.
I don't. I believe those are Russian signs.
You don't say.
I don't speak Russian, unfortunately, to disappoint. But I'm assuming that says something about caution, wear protective eye equipment. So, personal protective equipment. That one I think is self-explanatory.
Don't run in front of trains.
Yes.
Yeah, does seem like a good idea.
Don't
What
need
else
to
you
speak
got?
Russian for that one.
Yeah, I think that pictures. You know, any more good signs around here? A. Yep.
Trying to find some. Trying to
B.
find some. Yep. Maybe in here. I don't. Is there a sign? No.
I don't know.
Oh, you passed one on the left. Oh.
Wait, what is he doing?
Oh, back. Oh, there is one there. What is that?
What is that?
That's a helmet one.
Oh, there's a guy falling.
Yeah, hard
Yeah.
hat.
Dead.
Okay. And there
There
is
was one
another
over
one
here.
back
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
Yep.
No idea.
Yeah, perfect.
Nope. No clue.
Not
Got
a clue.
nothing on that one.
What?
I don't think we can
that looks like
decipher
an
anything from
X
that.
with another line through the middle.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm all game.
There's
for that.
nothing. There's nothing to be broken down from this unless we spoke Russian, which we don't. Oh, fire! Got it. Crushed it. Next.
Oh, you're on a roll.
Dude, I crushed that one, bro. Oh, that's radioactive.
Yep.
Nailed that.
We know our symbols.
Yeah, it's still radioactive. We got it. Crushing it. What else we got? Nope.
Not a clue.
I'll save you the time. No idea.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Some type
Like
of
a
voltage
power
meter.
box. Yeah. That's a lot of watts.
Those watts. Any cool graffiti in here? Wait, go back to the bathrooms. See, this isn't a real bathroom, because if this was a real men's room, there would be penises everywhere.
You mean drawn?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
There'd be like, or both. Like, it could be.
Yeah, I guess there could be actual people there. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
That's how you know it's not a men's room, because there's no horrific drawings on the wall. Oh, I got this one. Right? Okay, yeah, don't touch electricity. Got it. This guy, dude, he launched off those
Oh my
stairs. Are you
goodness.
serious? You got some hang time
did
on that,
Did he hit? I guess he hasn't made connection yet.
bro. Look at that air time he had, dude. He is up there.
That's a big tumble.
That's
a big-
insane. Also, I'm at like falling downstairs is rough, but imagine if you fell down a working escalator, because you would not stop
Oh.
falling.
He'd be in perma fall.
You're just
Well,
like infinite fall.
before we get perma lost, we do have permission to throw to a break. So that's exactly
Okay.
what we're gonna do until Crucial
right.
comes back. We'll
Yep.
be in break. Hang on.
All right.
That was a quick break. Told you
Yeah.
guys it would be. I had faith, and we're back. Crucial's in round 17.
Hit the start button, Seaside. Jesus,
Hang
I know
on.
you like hearing the sound of your own voice, but
Is it
can we
working?
Nope,
I think it worked, Dust.
you broke it. Oh,
Yeah.
see,
Yeah.
it's just Keith being selfish and wanting to hog the mic, and
I do like my airtime.
yeah, but he's graciously allowed the game to continue.
You're welcome.
Not bad.
That'll be a Twitter follow. And it will be a buy from Syman. They go all in. It seems like no more saving after you lose pistols. Understandably so. And here we go.
A lot of
Surreal.
flashbangs.
Yeah, a lot of flashes, a lot of smokes, and a quick hit from Endpoint. Reminds me, I'll tell you exactly what hit that reminds me of as soon as this round is mopped up. With Norbert being the last man standing in 1v3, he is going to try to hang on to this MP9.
Mm-hmm.
The way the spacing worked on that remind me a lot of the MIBR hit. There's a MIBR execute that based on your spawn, you throw certain nades and certain pathing. And Surreal's pathing was the exact pathing for the MIBR one, where you run state back green, one person goes top blue. These guys watch demos, Dusk. It's almost like...
It's a good layered hit, and when you know that CTs don't have economy to like stuff T-Con with smokes and grenades, and you're not going to take a lot of utility damage on your way out of T-Con, it gives you a lot of freedom to do those outer set pieces. Later in the half, when CTs have economy, it's a lot harder to run those plays. But they find the perfect window to do so. And because of it, for the first time, they'll get a 2-0 start to the half. Ever, this entire series. Could that be the difference maker? Could that be their path to victory?
We can see. It's going to be just default pistols from Syman. Norbert just invests in a smoke. Rightfully so. It's $300. Can give you some room to work around with the MP9. Endpoint may just run it back with a very similar strat, but this time they're going to take it a bit slower, perhaps expecting a bit more aggression from Syman, but still willing to take these long-range duels with their AKs. Because you can't afford to be scared, Dust. Not now.
Sure. The real already stepping out of ladder room, starting to pave the way. Gonna get those mollies out, block off some of these angles. One has already been spotted by Crucial. Robin on cleanup duty as well. And this is about what you expect from a round like this. Not much hope for Syman. Maybe that MP9 sneaks out and does something. We do see Norbert creeping on around here. Does indeed find one, and actually a second, surprisingly enough. Even if he does nothing else, he has farmed some cash with that SMG to help fuel their economy for later, but he has chances to maybe do even more with this AK. What?
Okay, Norbert makes this round interesting. Kneeling. Any kills he gets would be nice, but he is just going to save the AK. Dust. Everything's okay. Everything's managed. Everything comes back. And Endpoint will get the AKs out of the round. They'll get double digits first.
Yep.
But Norbert kind of had a moment. He kind of popped out with an MP9. So much so he gets the op from Mo and has enough to get armor and utility. So that's the thing.
He's crushing it. They even got an AK out of the round as well, thanks to Nealon. So that saves even a little bit more money on their opening buy, what rifles they have to purchase. Gives Nealon that cushion of $2,500 for later, for utility and such. Maybe even drop some pistols if you need to next round if you lose this. Hopefully that doesn't come to it. Hopefully you can just get the dub.
Quick aggressive push from Endpoint. They're running it back, the exact thing they did in the Eco. And this time they're ready for it. Mighty Max, the first one they killed. Double lineup from Nealon. It just leaves Crucial. A 1v3. Bomb is down, but so much time, and his head is peeled back. As Kriaz will find it. Syman. That was a beautiful hold. It's almost like they've seen that hit before.
Well, here's the thing. Like, Endpoint, when they do their outer hits, what I've noticed when I've watched some of their other games is they really favor just hugging the ult offline. Like, they very rarely spread out to E-Box and, like, push that lane. They usually always just kind of hug that inside lane and they try to wrap that way. And it just seems like Syman knew that was going to happen. The way that they were positioned, they were perfectly ready for that ult off push and just shut it down. So, big round victory for Syman. Gets them back close to equal footing with their opponent. It's neck and neck at this point, 10-9. The economies are fragile for both sides, so a big round here to determine kind of the flow of the next couple.
Good nade. You know what they got rid of, Dust, that I'll miss?
Pigeons.
The pigeons. Yeah.
I don't even remember them, to be honest.
Shame. They used to come into play sometimes when you would try to shift walk up.
Dude, do you remember, like, there was this one point, I swear, where you could, like, ride them.
Yes. You used to be able to get on, like, the third one in and, like, go up to the heavens. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it was nuts.
RIP. What legends? What legends? The flash won't connect for Kiaz, but you know what? He still got able to get Mighty Max and get out. Good on him for not overcommitting to that. Even though he knew the bomb was down, he knew getting that one and giving it up was the best play. Yep. And now Endpoint with 35 seconds just falling back now. They have no map control to fall back.
Oh,
They have nothing.
Yeah, they're done. So
I don't know what they're gonna do.
They had to just go for this outer push with what utility they have left, which is one smoke and like one flashbang, bro. They are really living on a prayer at this point. They did smoke off ladder that allows them to actually get some space into outer, but there's plenty of CTs in position, but they're still losing the fights at the end of the day. Big entries from Endpoint, but time is still ticking, and this bomb has yet to plant just yet. Finally, it goes down.
It does go down, leaving just Crucial. With an AWP, they're going to get on the bomb and banged out from the side from Kiosk. Syman, I'm going to be honest, without Kiosk, that might have been a weird, different play out of a round. The entries there from Surreal and Crucial were beautifully done. But then Syman, they all just band together and make that retake look almost easy.
Good team play through and through from Syman on that round. Even though they lost a couple of numbers there in the mid portion, when that bomb was getting planted, they still were able to things in order, and now they have what should be an easy round ahead of them. Not a whole lot Endpoint can do about this one, just some deagles and one HE grenade. Not really sure what Thomas intends to do with that HE grenade, but we now see what it was, and it didn't really net him anything.
The Deagle Brigade out and about. There's that P250 with a little indent on the top that we were talking about way back when.
Yes.
There it is. There's Mo. Doesn't care about his ankles. Willing to break them for the team. As this will just be quickly swept under the rug to the sidearm. Mo should have an easy kill on Thomas. It's actually Norbert who takes it. Syman, take the lead. It's been a moment. It's been a couple hot minutes, as the kids say, Dust. But they have taken the lead.
Yep, they have not had the lead since Endpoint took it 4-3. No, they had 8-7. I forgot. They actually did win the first half.
I guess we count it.
But yeah, Endpoint was certainly posting through here at the beginning of the second half, but now Syman are back in the driver's seat, and economy is still really low for Endpoint, man. Like, they do have a full buy here, but one of them is a Galil. They don't have an AWP. If they lose here, they're back to saving again. Meanwhile, Syman do have some money stored up on a couple of players, so this is a really big round for Endpoint. I feel like they really need this one to kind of keep it a close contest. Otherwise, they're going to have to be really working hard in the later rounds to get back into this. How has Thomas won that?
What?
How
I was going to say something, but I was like, I should just let this kind of happen.
Yeah. I cannot believe... I'm sure Thomas is even surprised he won that.
Okay.
Wild.
He walks it off. And now Mo gonna send up the second flash for Kiosk. If they clear Ivy, they're immediately gonna shift that player to Old Bomb. Yep. You have to think Norbert's about to make the call, though. He's gotta eventually call for backup. He does have a molly, which buys him some time, but I could see Endpoint just smoking it. Gonna drop his molly right away, flash for himself to peek into it. They're already down. He's lost his timing. Crucial's through. And will they find Norbert here? They will. Mo can't land a shot. Nealon gets traded immediately, and Endpoint may have just done it, Dust.
They have. That's a big victory. Just when their economy was hitting dire straits, they win a big round, and they only lose one player along the way. It's exactly what the doctor ordered to be able to hopefully tie this game back up and start getting their money in order, I guess you could say. Still some money set up for Syman, so they're saving 2 weapons here, and Mo has enough money to drop. So they could certainly still get a full buy in the next round, or it's relatively close to one. Depends on how much they want to invest on these 2 guys who have guns already saved over. Okay, I have a question about this skin. Go back to the M4 skin. This one right here.
Yes.
If this guy, we're assuming this guy's dead, right? I mean, it's like a skull.
Yeah, it's a zombie thing, yeah.
So why in the world does he still have an astronaut helmet on? I feel at this point, it's not helping him at all. Like, he's already dead.
He's a zombie. It's a space zombie.
Yes, but what does... If he's a zombie, then how does the oxygen system of the helmet...
He died in space.
Yeah, so why does he still need a helmet?
Because no one has taken it off him yet.
Okay.
You ever seen space zombies?
No.
They're real. Mo The Oppa is going to be able to catch Thomas. Going to keep taking shots down the lane. And Syman's hold is looking okay so far. Just down to Robin and Crucial, and they get fortunate timing that Chaos goes down and Krias gets caught with a molly. Now all of a sudden Norbert can't rotate. Mo is stuck. Old bomb. And at what point is it going to click if they left? They have been...
It's been a hot minute since they made any presence known here. So yeah, now they know Norbert's onto it. He spotted one already towards Pop Dog and actually kills the side player. So he'll just do it by himself. All right then. Okay. All right, Norbert.
I wonder what the 7 means.
A T. I don't know where you're headed with that.
I see. I don't know, Dust. I don't know what I'm saying anymore.
Yeah. Brain is mush at this point. You've had a long day of casting.
Want to know how long I've been in TeamSpeak for?
Go on.
12 hours and 15 minutes.
It's been a day. It's been a marathon for you.
It's been a day.
It's been a day.
I did get a nap in, though, so I can't complain.
You got one best of 3 off. So
I did.
You're back at it.
Syman look to start to pull away. Their buy is superior. They're going to go for T-Con control. Krias aggressively and nades at, or smokes at Crucial's feet. That will send him back. There's the nade. As Endpoint have spread out towards upper B. And here we go as Mo looks to make a play. 10 short from what he had last map, though.
Yeah, you got past that smoke at Ivy, hoping he was going to be able to catch someone unaware, but no one's going to give him that look. Instead, we see Endpoint kind of gathering up towards inner halls. I think they did get ladder room control, though. Indeed, they did. Thomas is down here. That grenade, though, is going to do some good damage, and Krias might even use it to come in for a kill. Doesn't realize Thomas is already behind him, though, but he's got Kiosk for the assistance over towards T-Con. So they do get the one better trade on that whole ladder room exchange, which is great news for Syman. As we're going to see what Endpoint want to do around that. They have still 3 standing. One of them, though, with just a MAC 10. And again, if they lose this round, they do not have the money to go back into the next. So this could be where Syman really steers out in front. This is a big moment for Endpoint to stay in this map.
It's one of those swing rounds. Endpoint have no cash. And if Syman keep 4 alive, beauty. They've set themselves up gorgeously. Kiosk just needs a live down ladder. He's applied pressure. They know he's there, so they can't really go back. They're a little nervous. Nealon, you gotta win those. Crucial finds the shots. They can't plant. They're gonna be swarmed if they do. If Crucial can find the kill in a second, no. Mo will swing with this USP. 13 for Syman. And you kind of have to think 14 is coming over the horizon.
Yeah. 14's pretty much guaranteed. You know, Endpoint has to basically, sit back here, let that happen, and make sure they have full buys to challenge Syman for map and series point. So you won't really see too much here. They do get some deagles, but again, they're making sure that their money is like in that mid 2K range so they can full buy next round, no problem. Make sure they have the op for a Crucial, all the utility that they could ever want, full rifles. They need the whole shebang next round because that's kind of their last-ditch effort. And Norbert and company taking full advantage of Endpoint's low econ situation to get aggressive on the extremities, take some duels, and have an easier time getting to 14. Sure that they want to get done with this. It's getting real late, especially in the CIS region for some of these guys. It's like mega late at night for them. Like around 1 in the morning almost, I think, for some of these guys.
Certainly a little early.
Yep.
Or late, I guess, depends how you want to look at it. Dust, I've confused.
Yeah, what is it, like midnight Central European time? So no matter where they are, it's getting late. And like I said, for some of these guys, it's closer to 1 in the morning. So a long day of CS.
Long day of CS, and it'll be worth it if you take this W, I suppose. Mo can't stop the plant, so that's money for Endpoint. Crucial does have a gun. Quickly gone. Thomas gonna have to hit some sweet 1 deags. There's 1, 2, nearly. Kept moving. Bullet wasn't going to be accurate. 14 for Syman. We said that's secured. It will come through. Yep. Endpoint will have everything they could possibly want, though, for the buy round.
Absolutely. So there you have it. Syman just a couple away from winning this series. And just think about how they got here, because Endpoint smashed them on map 1. Didn't even seem really close, to be honest. It was like what 16-9, and honestly, it could have easily been like 16-6. Like it was just big time Endpoint. Then Endpoint again, they were up what was it like 14, like 7 or something like that on Dust 2. Had the 2-0 pretty much in the bag, it seemed, and then let off the gas pedal. Syman claw back, win at 16-14, and now here on Train, just a couple away from locking the upset victory.
Certainly, you could call it an upset victory without a doubt. Coming in for VP, due to VP not having some problems, and Syman just completely filling the gap and may even just fleece Endpoint. Crucial. Creeping up Ivy. Gets the smoke down. Will have to fall now. Kriez continuing to hold ladder. That's huge. That's free info.
Why did
I think they smoked the molly?
Why?
Yeah, that only helps Kios here. Yeah.
Just wasted a smoke, my man.
Yeah, now Nealon close to the smoke as Thomas is trying to creep out. It's going to start to fade. In comes Nealon, not expecting him to be that close, and he's still alive as he fades back, escapes to back red. Robin can swing on him, though. Big double entry from Robin, make it three! Where did that come from? Robin, it might be getting late, but he still has some energy kicking. Even Kriez in a 1v2. And no way Surreal walks in here. He does. Robin creeping up. Can he get the 4K, or can Kriez clutch it? And Robin rounds the corner, gets the drop, and won't make that mistake. Big round from Robin, and I say Endpoint only won that because of him.
Oh, yeah, that was definitely a big Herculean effort there from Robin, putting the team on his back this round, just sweeping through. What a timing to just blindside the Ivy player. Then that jump up for the third. Impressive stuff from him. Really, really well done. Keeps Endpoint in the game, and now they get kind of a freebie round. They have Syman up against the ropes economically, at least this round. There was some money there for Syman, but they didn't want to, force into this. They knew that they had a couple of rounds of cushion. They want to make sure they can get a nice full buy in the next round. They will just take some P250s here. Should be 13 for Endpoint.
Should be. I think that's the word of the series.
Yeah, we've had a lot of unexpected results.
Yeah.
But
one kill,
I can't see a way you win with just P250s. If it was like Deagles, a Scout, stuff like that, maybe. But 250s? Nah.
Shouldn't happen.
Like, less than 2% chance.
Yep. You're correct. The math checks out.
Arbitrary numbers, of course. But
of course.
Those are the best numbers.
Because you can inflate them.
Yes.
And decrease them. And
yes.
You're always right.
Sort of.
Yeah.
Here we go. Big round here. This is the money round. This is the round. If Endpoint lock this in, Syman are in like 4 spy for the rest of the game territory. So this is a big one here. If you're Syman. Ooh, crucial. Living up to his name with the type of shot he had to hit there, and he does.
And he's even posted on Old Hell.
Yep.
I wonder if we got some sort of info that Kiosk
I think he knows.
crossed there. Yeah.
Yep. He knows.
He has a molly too.
Yep.
But if he throws it, he'll miss his timing on it.
Yep.
So he needs some assistance. I'm
Or he can just be
surprised no one has
patient.
come back yet.
Yeah, I think he's just being patient. He's hoping at some point Kiosk has to move. And if enough ladder pressure comes in, then he will have to eventually kind of maybe reposition to help out a teammate in his own right. That's when Crucial can snap.
Ooh, Mo has to keep hitting those shots. They need Dust too, Mo, more than ever. And Mighty Max is able to push up. There's the peak from Kiosk. He actually gets the kill on Crucial, but Robin with the trade. Nealon, he's up on site. He's not going to deny the plant. Dinks up Surreal, but can't do it. And Norbert has packed a bag, and he is falling back. Syman's cash is going to be obliterated, and we're going to be tied at 14 Dust.
Yep. And the money for Syman is just awful. And with it being the CT side of things, it just kind of further puts that a bad place, I guess. I don't really know where I was headed with that statement, but the point is that Syman are on the back foot. What a shot.
Love to see that.
In the meantime, Norbert did not save, as you could see. Thomas does get that kill in there, so no guns will be carried over from Syman. And yeah, dude, you kind of have to play for OT, I feel like, if you're Syman. Like, you don't really have the money to do a true good force buy, and you want to make sure you have something for the final round of the half, so they will just have to kind of concede this one. You have a few deagles and one HE grenade from Mo. That's going to be all she wrote. At least for this round. They can still, again, play for OT. They've had a pretty good CT side on gun round. They can feel pretty confident they can win one to force an OT, I think.
I bet they feel pretty confident in themselves for sure.
They've had an overall pretty good CT side. I mean, considering that they got 3-0 to start the half, when it comes to gun rounds, they've been, you know, usually the victor. It's only been here lately that Endpoint's been able to kind of turn it on and get the job done.
And that's thanks to individual prowess from Crucial getting the opening pick and Robin doing
Robin
his thing,
4K, yeah, crucial op shots. Like, it's definitely been some stuff that you have to wonder if it's truly repeatable.
This stack call, though.
Good gamble. You have to gamble on rounds like this to have any hopes of winning, and maybe, just maybe,
they're going to commit.
Yeah.
It takes one shot from Norbert to get the ball rolling. Surreal. Gonna get a good entry. There's Norbert with the one. He spins around. There's two from Norbert. Thus, it might happen. They've run into the stack, and they will do it. Kreath gets the final shot. Not like this. Syman will pull 15 on no armor and barely any upgraded pistols.
And that's one of the ones where I can't even fault Endpoint that much. It's one of those things where, yeah, you could try to poke and prod a bit more before you commit to get the information on a stack, but at the same time, it's not like they made a huge error. They just, I mean, they got one tap ID like multiple times. You know, that's one of the less gross errors they've committed this entire series, to be honest, but nonetheless, it's still a loss at the end of the day. And now Syman, they're not just playing for OT anymore. They're playing for everything.
All the marbles. Mo has an op. Surreal's down to a deagle and an opening pick from Mo. His performance in CT half doesn't matter if he connects the shots here. And Mo with the 3K make it 4. They are peeking the man, and he is not missing. Give him the ace. It sends Syman on. What a hold from Mo.
That may have been one of the easiest aces of his career, though, for honesty.
Yeah, he hit some nice shots, but they
really
did
that
all.